Spirit is heavily modified in the Dark Exile, cause in vanilla, he's incomplete and weak. Among Chinese-speaking players, he's marked as the blacklisted one, so saving him is every modder's priority. I moved the original Raven skill to initial. Could be summoned behind walls. Extra damage increased through character level. Almost no longer disappears. A bit more aggressive. One more to summon per 10 character levels. Summoning number caps at 10. Also, it has a proper light radius. Makes it useful in this extra dark mode. All totem spirits are immune to physical and poison in nightmare and hell difficulties. Now they can fly through bars. Also, they are good torches in this extra dark mode. Can summon behind walls. Spirit of Barbs has extra thorn percent increased through character level. Base value also greatly increased. All totem spirits auras applied to all team members in towns. Mark of Nature took Vanilla Raven's position. It shoots a missile with bows or crossbows, imbued with elemental power. When shot by bows, it would convert physical damage to fire, and to lightning when shot by crossbows. The missile would mark the target, lower their defense, and greatly slower their hit recovery and block animation. All other summoning skills would synergy its damage, and it gives massive synergy to wolves and grizzly, only if you are equipping a bow or crossbow. As many modders did, I allowed wolves and grizzly to be summoned together, but even though a summoning druid is not so effective as the necromancer. That's why I made Mark of Nature. It could work as a curse and commanding skill to assist your minions. Spirit wolves could be summoned behind walls, extra HP increased in nightmare and hell difficulties. Can walk through water, void, and bars. Now they can teleport at enemies to give them a surprising attack. Damage type changed to magic, which makes them useful when facing physical immune enemies. Direwolves also have HP increased in nightmare and hell difficulties. Greatly increase their damage bonus by eating corpse. Corpse eating skill works on fleshless corpses as well, and would heal its HP after eating. The Grizzly's vanilla smite bug fixed. Now it can stun target correctly. Okay, now let's take a look at the animal army. Poison Creeper had its ability of slowing targets retrieved, also increase poison damage through character level, and ignores targets resist. Carrion Vines now merged with Vanilla Solar Creeper. To summon a branched vine, two different branches would separately consume corpses to replenish your HP or MP. It can't be targeted or attacked by enemies anymore. Solar Creeper is totally remade. It would bring a vast light radius, best torch in this extra dark mode. Also, it would flash the enemies, weaken them by reducing their attack ratings and block chance, slowing their spellcast rate. But most caster foes don't use SC animation, so this function is not so powerful as the former two. I greatly increased the blocking animation speed when shapeshifting. Equipping shields or fringes won't be a problem anymore. The most significantly, I totally changed the attacking speed system when shapeshifting, which would bring important effects as below. 1. No longer breaking A1 and A2 animation speed cap, so 4-frame fire claws won't exist anymore. 2. No longer specifically rely on weapon IAS. Any attack speed stat would be useful. 3. Human form weapon class IAS breakpoints no longer affect transformed. Only werewolf or werebear's animation speed should be considered. 4. Base weapon speed is also important. A demon crossbow with -60 base speed is definitely much easier to reach the fastest breakpoint. 5. I'm too lazy to calculate a new IAS breakpoint table for you. Feral Rage switched HP stealing to critical strike chance. Rabies has its synergy skill switched to Hunger and greatly increased synergy skill bonus. A special type of plague damage added as an extra enhancement. This type of damage would ignore enemy resists. Fury is now uninterruptible. Automatically switch to normal attack if no mana. Change to double swing logic. Much cooler graphic. Lower missing hit chance, but max target reduced to 2. Lycanthropy grants extra defense against missiles, readjusted HP bonus of a werewolf and werebear. Bear form's value would be 2 times as wolf form. If the caster is not a druid, would not bonus HP to shapeshifting skills. Fire Claws explodes on hit. Half of the vanilla damage, but also inherits fire damage from other sources. Hunger is totally remade, changed to a passive skill offering HP and MP stealing when shapeshifting. Maul added direct damage bonus. Charged damage bonus has extra multiplying with direct damage bonus and werebear damage bonus. Shockwave has its NHD removed to make its damage a bit higher versus close-range targets. Also accepts werebear damage bonus. Firestorm has its cooldown removed but using slower cast rate. The mecha missiles can attack through water or void and deal damage, but won't deploy ground fire on them. Molten Boulder also has its cooldown removed but using slower cast rate, adjusted rolling speed and missile duration to increase range, slightly increased fire duration after explosion. Ground fire has a chance to knock back. Now it can knock back more monster types and can roll over some specific monster types, then deal massive damage to them. Fissure has its NHD removed, density increased. Now it works exactly like a fire version Blizzard. Volcano had its NHD removed, could be cast behind walls, knockback ability removed, synergy skill damage bonus increased. This is an extremely deadly skill against a single, big, slow target. Armageddon is totally remade, switched to thunderstorm logic. Meteor shards would directly hit targets in a proper rate. Can still explode and leave ground fire as vanilla. Physical damage increased to be equal as fire damage, and could also receive synergy skill bonuses. Ground fire display bug fixed. Duration also increased by skill level, and shares base duration with Hurricane. Just like Sorcerer's Inferno, Arctic Blast also has a chance to knock back, and fake grinding turned to true. Twister had its NHD removed, so it could be much better since it has a grinding behavior. Tornado now collides nothing, meaning walls or other blocks won't stop the missile, but also lose hitting damage. Now the damage only dealt through its periodic explosions. The exploding rate and radius are greatly enhanced, but with random logic. Don't worry about imbalance in multiplayer, since this is not a multiplayer mod at all. Hurricane, along with Cyclone Armor, are available when shapeshifting. Change the damage logic to per frame, with damage value readjusted. Duration also increased by skill level, and shares base duration with Armageddon. Damage synergy skills switch to Cyclone Armor and Arctic Blast.